Well, hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. How's everybody doing today? How is everyone doing? And life is so great. Scotty with the big crown, James with the little crown. Good evening, James. Good evening, Scott. What else do we have here? Oh, Alliance Quest rewards, sweet. We got that. Goods. We got 60 units here. Hey, that's a lot. Now I need some randos there. What's up, Noi? And we got 2 feeder units here. Sweet. Sweet. First season 13 starting soon. Very sulfur. Raid months. Sure. That's fine. Alrighty then. I got the Balagron's objective reset. That doesn't have units anyways. Good daily super event, raid solo event month. Alright, that's fine. So we got the arena. We got the arena. Let's get him. Whilst I do have my recall master is still on. Hey, what's up, Sid? How you doing, my man? I am trying to work very hard to get my units. To grab the final offer. Ah, it's still too hot. Ah, you bitch. Where you at in BG's sit? You want to get in Discord? Sure, we can do that. Well, we just got 250 units from the track thingy. 430, that's nice. 430 is not bad. I might be done. I might be done in Battlegrounds. Maybe. Well, hello there. Pretty rank 4 between Okoye, Bullseye, Yelena. All 3 of them. But I'd probably do Yelena first for Prestige. I mean, hello. I don't have a Serpent. I mean, I'd pick Serpent. There, I'd pick Serpent, yeah. Oh, come on, really? No! Fuck it, leave me alone. Fish. Stupid shield. Well, hello there, James. How are you doing?
I'm alright, you?
Yeah, fine. I'm a bit tired, but fine. Heady grinding the units? Absolutely. Need all the units. And how are you, James? How's work situation?
Right.
And what's the situation with them, that hospital bill?
I was getting somewhere with the hospital bill.
Mm-hmm.
They told me to go online, and I called a few people. You know, they direct me to a few other people. And eventually they told me to go online and file something. And it said it was supposed to get back to me within like 48 business hours or some shit. And it's been, I don't know how long it's been. It's been almost a week, I think. So I have to
Oh, you
Call
mean
them up
you just
again.
need to chase them up again? But it's at least good that
Yeah,
they're saying that something can be done about it and stuff like that.
something should be able to place it.
That's very good. But yeah, I am at like 600 and some points, which in theory, according to Truth Comics predictions, should be enough. Will it be enough though? I don't know. And I cannot possibly play on Wednesday because Wednesday is my fiance's birthday. So I will not be able to host a watch party for the Kabam stream. Because
Kabam should reschedule.
Because Kabam somehow decided to do this stream on Wednesday for God knows what reason. You know, it's always Fridays. Yeah, I'd go for Serpent, buddy. I'd definitely go for Serpent. You say you can always get Serpent another time, but it's almost like I still don't have Hood, Hindered, Punisher 2099, a whole bunch of champions from the basic pool that I want, and you know, it's impossible to get something from the basic kind of like in a targeted fashion. So
yeah,
I would go for guaranteed Serpent for sure.
I agree. I mean, your Serpent will, if you pull Serpent or take Serpent, he'll be relevant until 8 stars come. Like,
yeah, it's hard for me to see time where Serpent is not like a sought after champion or, you know, a staple. Because Serpent is kind of like Domino, but better. It's like when there's a good Domino counter, you can nuke Domino. When there's a good Serpent counter, still half the metas, you know, you still take damage and it's not super fast anyways. And it's impossible, like it's borderline impossible to win against Domino, like in a semi-hard meta, without a good counter. And it's impossible to win against Serpent in like most of the metas without like a great counter. But, you know what I mean?
yeah, Serpent is just a fucking nuisance.
And Serpent's also insane for a ton of content offensively. You immune swine. Stupid Ironheart's immunities. Who likes Ironheart TV show? Anybody watch it?
There's an Ironheart TV show.
Yeah, it just came out like less than a week ago, I think.
Oh.
Like first 3
I don't
episodes
think
with that out.
anyone watched that.
But it's so shit, man. Ironheart is a
Oh, you
villain
watched it.
in her own show. Huh? I kind of quick watched it. I kind of skimmed through it a bit because it was too insufferable to watch it fully. I have watched more reviews. I think I have watched more like reviews and videos making fun of Ironheart than I have spent time watching Ironheart. But I have watched some Ironheart. But Ironheart, you could, because it was like shelved for like 3 years, right? And the reason it was obviously shelved is because it's shit.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
and you could see that effectively it is George Floyd story. Like, you know, there's another man who was like unfairly gunned down by police, and you know, and there's this whole like you know, everything's about being black and life being harder for Riri because she's not black and loaded like Tony was and stuff like that. It's and the worst thing is, Ironheart is like a horrible human being in her own TV series. Like, I know that whoever wrote it didn't see it that way, but she's just like objectively awful human being. Like, she steals, she kills, you know, she's being thick as fuck, she's being, you know, just evil.
She's thick.
Like, she's thick as well, yeah. Like, everybody tells, like, how big of a genius she is, but she just does a whole bunch of stupid things, and she's just being quite thick. And the worst part is, like, she's having, like, no morals. She, like, steals from the MIT, where she got effectively expelled from, and, like, she was selling, you know, students, you know, tests and projects and stuff like that, and, you know, basically doing the tests for them. And then she, you know, effectively, that's part of the reason why she got expelled. And then she immediately steals her suit from the MIT University, because that suit was made by, like, the research grant money, and, you know, with university resources. So, you know, those contracts always, like, kind of imply anything you make in the university is university property. So she stole her own suit from the university, like, immediately. You could kind of understand that, except that when she, like, flies home, and her first plan, once she's home, is to get a job in a big kind of, like, facility, so she would be able to steal stuff from them. That's literally what she said. Like, what's your plan now? Find, you know, a job in a research facility big enough so they don't notice me skimming some resources and stuff like that. That's like her first plan, is not to, you know, become an entrepreneur, not to make her own business or something like that. It's just like, oh, I'm gonna find a job so I can steal from that company. And she doesn't even get to do that. That was her first thought. But luckily for her, some shady people approach her. And they're like, sup, wanna do some illegal shit to make some money quick? And she's like, you got me. And she immediately starts fucking, like, robbing, blackmailing, and extorting people. With a bunch of criminals. Just to get cash quick. And, yeah, man, Ironheart's, like, all sorts of fucked up. She's just like an evil human being. Like, that's like one of the biggest reasons why I kind of actively dislike MCU now. Because they have no idea what, like, a hero is, what a hero should be, what a, you know, portrayal of a heroic and just person should be. That already started with Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness and the whole Scarlet Witch shit. And, you know, before that as well, with, like, WandaVision. But, like, in this show, it's like, genuinely, she's, like, fucking evil. Like, she should be in jail. Like, 10 times over, like, for like 15 different crimes. She's, like, not a, like, it's not even that she has done something illegal, it's just that she continuously does a lot of illegal shit. And she's not a good human being.
Yeah.
Would you rate it out of 10? I can't give it a rating because I'm watching it ironically, not, like, seriously. It's like, I don't know, I view it as, like, a parody of superheroes at this point. It's like, I don't rate this shit. Like, you can't put Ironheart and, let's say, Iron Man together as, like, movies, projects, or something that you would rate. It's like, I can't rate Ironheart. It's genuinely just immoral slop. They could have done a ton of things, but what they did do is make her a disgustingly immoral criminal. And it's like, the funny thing is they also made her, like, stupid because she, like, she was trying to make her own AI, and, like, let's forget the fact that she somehow made, like, a super advanced AI with a fucking laptop overnight. You know, fine, you know, let's suspend our disbelief type of thing. But she effectively accidentally makes a super advanced AI that looks and speaks like her dead childhood friend. And her first thought and idea is like, I'm going to delete that and start over. It's like, that's genuinely, like, you know, probably the most significant invention that she has made. Like, she has made, like, a super advanced, incredibly kind of, like, capable AI. She's like, I'll delete that. It's like, I need to get rid of that, you know, because I have the big sads looking at the AI's face because it looks like my dead friend. And also, like, there are so many dumb things in this TV series. Hey, what's up, Bugman? Like,
how many episodes are out?
3.
Right now?
But it's gonna be all out fully, like, within a week. But currently it's 3 episodes. It's like 6 total, I think. Because they reshot it like 18 times and they, you know, cut it shorter. Because it's so shit.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that it had been delayed at all.
Yeah, it's been delayed for like 3 years now. It was filmed like
Yeah.
3 or more than 3 years ago. Anyways,
I don't watch much MCU anymore.
like another example of them being absolutely fucking thick. So, she has like this AI that's projecting from the Ironheart suit's chest plate, right? And she's like projecting from the chest plate, and she before shown that she can appear and disappear and all that stuff. You know, just like a astral projection. And when her mom is coming home, she physically felt the fucking need to hide her AI instead of telling her to just fucking disappear. It's like, you know, oh shit, where are we gonna put you? Let's put you in the closet or whatever. Let's drag you somewhere there. It's like, it's a fucking, it's a hologram. Just tell it, switch itself off. Like, you know, stop projecting. It's kind of like, you know, I don't know, when your TV is showing something inappropriate and your mom is coming in the room, instead of switching off the TV, you fucking toss it out of the fucking balcony. I do watch Critical Drinker at times, yeah. And Nerdrotic as well. But in general, man, like, that was just so garbage. Also, like, the big thing is she steals the suit from MIT. Like, so she built it with the university resources. It is theft. She was not allowed to have it. Security guards tried to stop it. There were like security guards specifically there to try and prevent her from, like, you know, taking something that doesn't belong to her and whatnot. So she steals that suit. She flies out of the MIT building with that suit on. She flies straight home. And the suit's staying home and stuff like that. And the cops haven't come. Like, nobody's looking for her in the regard of the suit. So, there's like a millions of dollars of, like, technology in there. MIT's like, yeah, I'll just write it off. I'm like, she stole it? Chill. Like, you know, nothing to it. You know, let's not contact the police. And let's not search for her. Like, cops should have arrested her in, like, first 10 minutes of the show. Like, as soon as she stole that suit, you know, and flew home. Because she's not, like, hiding. She's not, like, staying in some sort of underground warehouse where cops can't find her, some shit like that. She's just living at home with her mom. After having stolen millions of worth of tech from MIT. And it's like, and nobody has come to look for it. It's not even about the tracker. If you're not like an absolute muppet, like, surely, you know, home would be the first place where you check, you know. No? I mean, I think so.
I mean, I don't know, I've never been a criminal.
To build a suit with her money? No, she did not.
I thought she didn't have money.
Yeah, she doesn't have money. She had a grant, which is not her money.
Yeah, that's not her money.
And, like, okay, like, whatever. Let's say technically, even assuming that, you know, she had some sort of right to that suit, which it certainly didn't fucking feel like it, because, you know, she sneakily put it on behind the security guards and shit like that and felt the need to steal it. But that's another point. She has got contacts, like, with Wakandans. Like, why didn't she, like, contact them for anything? It's like, surely you'd at least give, you know, Shuri a call. It's like, hey, you know, I'm struggling a bit, trying to build some things, like, maybe help me out, you know. Got kicked out of university. Instead of, like, calling a friend, her first thought is, I'm gonna steal some shit. Like, that genuinely screams, like, you know, that's an awesome human being. That's what you want your hero to be, a thief and a fucking murderer. And obviously it has all the, you know, modern Marvel, you know, tropes. So there's like a So
Well,
there's a drag queen, there's a transgender in the like thief group, and you know, only like white dude in the entire series is like a beta simp. You know, yeah, there's like one white guy in the entire series, or like two. The person is like a professor or something. But he was like an evil asshole, basically the bad guy in the MIT. And then any other white guy that we see there is like a beta simp. And then obviously there's a crossdresser or a drag queen or something like that. Then they took comic book characters called Blood Brothers, turned them into blood siblings. One of them is obviously a girl that's born a girl, and one of them is born female, but identifies as male, but is attracted to male, something like that. Basically has had a double. Anyways, this whole fucking gender bending and, you know, alphabet soup poured all over Ironheart as well. So, you know, you can't escape that shit. So, I mean, like, it's something, alright. But yeah, that's like the thief group then.
Scott says he doesn't want to watch it now.
Well, I mean, that's what it is. Like, the thief group is like, again, those blood siblings that used to be blood brothers. Then there is Hood. Then there's like a Mexican guy that's good with knives. There's like some sort of weird chick that's good with explosives and pyrotechnics and stuff. And then, it's just everything you thought it would be. Hey, what's up, Heinzie?
Ah, welcome, Raiders.
Hey, what's up, Maxie? But yeah, I mean, like, at this point, I'm watching Ironheart, but I'm watching it, like, you know, ironically.
You're
casually giving spoilers for people who did not watch it. Who gives a shit? It's fucking Ironheart. I used to be like, spoil an MCU movie, I'll ban you from the channel. It's like, probably like 2% of the people here would watch that.
Have you seen Thunderbolts yet?
No, I wanted to start watching it at some point, but I didn't have time for it.
Oh.
Have you seen it?
No, I was wondering if it's worth it to watch it in theaters or wait for
I probably wouldn't watch it in theaters.
Would or wouldn't?
Wouldn't. Not an MCU. Especially because the conflict resolution in the Thunderbolts is talk not jutsu. Let's hug it out.
Fair.
You know.
The Thunderbolts is the only Marvel project I've been interested in a while.
Yeah, mental health images.
SMH.
Thunderbolt's good, but it's more like Black Widow sequel. Yeah, I think like it's far from the worst thing. Like, I haven't seen it all, but from what I know about it, it's fine. I don't think it's gonna be amazing. I will watch it, but I don't expect it to be amazing. I expect it to be serviceable. Can't wait to rock that raid ticket profile picture. You and I have different interests, my man.
It's just a profile picture of a raid ticket?
Mm-hmm.
You do you, Heinz.
Yeah, exactly. You do you, Heinz. You should campaign Kabam to make like a ketchup bottle profile picture.
Facts. Legally distinct Heinz ketchup.
And Fantastic Four as well, from what I have heard about Fantastic Four, it's not like, unless it gets like incredibly good reviews, I'm not gonna be watching that in theaters either.
Yeah, I don't have any interest in that.
Because Fantastic Four as well, you know.
And the guy who's playing
It looks like Fantastic Four is gonna flop.
Fantastic.
Oh, yeah, but Pascal, I don't hate him. I don't like him. He's like, you know, I look at him as like white rice. You know, it's just it's there. You know.
Yeah, I liked him in The Last of Us, but they're just putting him in fucking everything. He's kind of annoying at this point.
But yeah, from what I have heard, the Invisible Woman is effectively the main character, and the world is saved by the Lady Power again, effectively, with in between Invisible Woman and the she-male surfer. And you know, every time I see you, I'm like, no, you know, and PTSD. Oh, yeah, man, I completely get where you're coming from, man. Parrying is so weird, especially because it's not just invade PTSD. It's like all the other metas recently also have been. It's like parry, what's that? You know, because I'm quite sure in vast majority of the metas over like last 3 months or so, you do not want to parry. Don't trust all the crap you read online. I don't. That's why I said, like, if it gets like good reviews from people that I trust, I will go and watch it. But as far as it goes for a movie project piquing my interest, let's say, it absolutely has fucking not. I'm not a big fan of the whole like 60s look to begin with, or like, you know, this whole alternate world type of thing. So that's one thing. I get why they're doing it, because, you know, that's when Fantastic Four comics kind of like initially launched, so it's kind of like OG look of them and all that stuff, but I just don't care too much for it. I 1,000,000% do not like that instead of a Silver Surfer we got a Silver Surfette. And, you know, if it's yet again Marvel project where like men are made useless and women are strong females, then, you know, it's just not for me. You can like them. I absolutely agree. Some of my favorite movies are something that many people dislike. For instance, I quite liked Deadly Born Again. I did think it has issues, but I actually enjoyed watching that show, and I, you know, looked forward to the next episodes and stuff like that. But I'm also fucking sick and tired of, you know, this whole MCU 50 fucking gender alphabet soup heroes that are absolutely fucking immoral. That shit. So MCU does not get my benefit of doubt. Like after like She-Hulk and all the recent crap movies that they have made, I approach MCU as it's shit unless I'm convinced otherwise. Not it's good unless I'm convinced otherwise. You know what I mean? Because previously it was like, I don't care, you know what it is. It's Marvel. I'm gonna go and watch it. You know, I had never heard of like Guardians of the Galaxy. And it was like, oh, Marvel made it. It could be fun. You know, went to watch it, loved it. It was amazing. And just about everything they made, like fucking Ant-Man movie, I thought, you know, I didn't think it's like insanely amazing, but I thought, yeah, it's a good movie. I enjoyed my time. Now, anything and everything they make, I'm thinking it's gonna be absolutely shit unless, you know, proven otherwise. People complain about anything. Yeah, but the difference is whether you do or agree to the complaints or not, and in most cases, I absolutely do. What Marvel has done to MCU is absolutely fucking disgusting and a disgrace to a point where I genuinely don't want any of my favorite heroes appearing in any of the new projects because I think they'll fuck them up. Do you hear Punisher in Spider-Man 4? Oh, that's interesting. Spider-Man 4 would be quite interesting because, you know, I think the first 3 movies are good. Too much on geopolitics with Katie and coffee and movies Katie opened the show. You know, I know that she exists in canon, but again, like, what's the best way to explain it? Something can be canonically accurate in some alternate universe or whatever else, and I don't have to like it or care for it. Some changes that Marvel make, I like, or I think are good. Like, for instance, you know, Nick Fury originally being Whiten played by David Hasselhoff in old versions, and then he effectively got modeled from Samuel L. Jackson. And you know, I think Samuel L. Jackson's like perfect Nick Fury type character, used to be anyways, after he got like made into an old crying pussy on a park bench that makes out with fucking aliens, but whatever. For a while, Nick Fury, I thought, is like perfect image of, you know, Nick Fury and stuff like that, even though that's not... Changes happen. I'm not against change. But nobody, if there's not any people, would still complain why there's him in one movie. I mean, fine. Like, that's what it is. But if that's what I want to see, that's what I want to see. You know. And it wouldn't have to be the waste, because you could easily use him in other universes with the same actor as well. Because, you know, we do have multiverses where the same people play, you know, the same characters. Like, so why would it be wasted on one movie? He could just exist in the other universe exactly the way he existed in that one. But, all that set aside, it's like, you can make a movie about Wolverine's gay relationship with Hercules. That's canonically accurate. Might be a good fucking movie. It's not for me. I'm not interested. I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna support it. I'm not gonna praise it. You know, I don't care for it. Same thing. I at this point, I think they just need to reboot the entire fucking MCU, to be honest. But either way, like, multiverse is gonna be over in 2 movies. I get it. That's fine. I don't have to pay, like, or financially support any of the other 2 movies. Like, you can find, like, I am sick of this idea that I'm meant to love and support something that I don't necessarily do. You get it other way around.
Yeah.
It's their job to make me like and want to watch their product. It's not my job to find reasons, you know, why I don't. So you get it completely the other way around. If they make stuff that I do like, I find funny, I find entertaining, if they portray heroes in the way that I like them, then I'll watch it and then I'll support it. They do not get that by default. So you're looking at completely other way around. You're looking at the, like, as if I need to justify the reasons why I don't like it or don't think it's gonna be, don't watch it. No, it's other way around. They need to make something fucking good to make me interested to go to the movie theater and spend my money. Same thing is like, nobody's attacking you for not buying the latest Nike shoes. Right? Might be good, might not be good, but if you're not, you know, if you don't see them, it's like, oh wow, I want to get that. It's like, you're not gonna fucking get that. And you do not have any single obligation to Nike or any other company for any other product to support them. Just like I don't have any obligation to any Marvel movie to go and watch it or to speak positively of it. It is completely other way around. It is their job to make me like their product. And, you know, they're not fucking doing it by casting a Lady Surfer or making Invisible Woman the main character in a Fantastic Four movie. They're just not. It's not what I would want to pay my money for. It's my fucking money. And theirs. Yeah, I have watched Jupiter's Legacy.
What's that about?
It's like a space movie type of thing with, how do you call that Magic Mike actor? Channing Tatum. It was odd. It had a very cool premise, but I think they kind of ruined it. You sound like Nottrue.
No, it's a super show.
But I don't care how I sound like. Who? That's I don't know. Is that some sort of insult or something? But as far as I'm concerned, I sound like me, and I say what I think and how I look at things. But yeah, like Ironheart, like it's written all over. I'm not insulting. It's fine. Then thank you, I suppose. But yeah, the thing with Ironheart is that you can genuinely see that it was filmed like 3-4 years ago, when, you know, BLM was a big thing, and, you know, full with racial identity and all of this alphabet soup poured all over the project, and because I personally believe, because they are so hyper focused on all of these things, they're just making very shitty characters. we're not talking just about immoral characters, because again, Riri is fucking evil. I don't care how you look at it. That's a villain origin story. Like, she's stealing and she's murdering and she's just being awful all over. Like, that's not a fucking hero. That's not a hero like I would like to, you know, support or root for. That's a hero I'd like to see in jail. Like, Riri Williams makes me identify with J. Jonah Jameson so much fucking more. As a kid, I hated J. Jonah Jameson. Like, after watching the recent Marvel heroes, I'm like, you know, that dude makes perfect sense.
You mean from the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man?
Yeah, I was like, oh, that guy's such a dick. I mean, like, obviously he's like iconic and all that, but I was like, oh, that guy's dick. I hate him. Like when I was a kid, and now like watching him.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And now like watching Riri Williams, I'm like, we need more J. Jonah Jamesons. We need more people fucking printing and talking about this and bringing attention to how horrible these young kids are. It's like fucking vigilantes, cops arrest them. And the problem is, in case of Riri, she genuinely should get like arrested because she's doing like a lot of property damage, you know, breaking and entering. You could call it corporate espionage, I think, murder, and like, you know, that's just the first 3 fucking episodes. Blackmail.
That's a good point too. So.
I'm not calling out Tony Stark for being rich, even though, yeah, I that meme's been going all over the place. I was like, oh, I don't have like $1 billion. What would Tony be if he didn't have his $1 billion? And the next clip always caved in is like, Tony Stark built this in a fucking cave with a box of scraps.
Box of scraps.
Yeah, it is funny.
I can see the potential for that. That's pretty good.
With rank 4, Sentinel, Null, Nefaria, Undo, Fury, Shatter, Mr. Sinister, Onslaught.
What's Devanch over here picking good champions?
And yeah, that's the thing is, like, it's not that you say low quality. It's not that the budget or something like that is what concerns me. It's what concerns me the most is that all of these new projects are just stupid. Every character in there is stupid because character is as smart as the writers are. And if writers are fucking morons, then the characters are morons and they constantly make dumb decisions and immoral decisions, and there's 50,000 plot holes and nothing they do makes sense, and you just like hate every other character in those series. That is the big problem. And yeah, like every single one of the last shows, like you're kind of thinking about them and you're like, what a fucking idiot, what are you doing? It's like, you're just a horrible human being. It's like, you're evil. Like, that's it. It's like they're making like movie about their new character, and the only thing that's coming into my mind is like, God, you're fucking evil. The one I like so far is Red Guardian and Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi is alright. Shang-Chi, I kind of rate it as like perfectly mid. Like, okay, let me explain. Shang-Chi, in my opinion, is perfectly mid.
It had nothing to do with his genius. That's crazy.
What did?
Alex D says he did have materials that came from his company in the cave, and also, if he did not have money, he would not be able to build and develop more. She was right. Had nothing to do with his genius. Nothing to do is...
The fuck?
That's wild.
Yeah, of course he had like some materials, but so did fucking she. Especially after she's stealing crap from everything. But also, the dude had like a shrapnel like in his chest. He had to like be, you know, covert enough to do it under the nose of terrorists. So like, what info are you looking for? On who to build? Which characters? There is no one quick guide for that, my man. There's no one quick guide for that.
Well, if you're dumb, you're probably not going to have money in the first place.
Well...
If you were smart and have no
and
money,
the thing is, Riri had the resources. Riri had the Grant Tony Stark's fellowship. You know, she was doing it with MIT's resources and like scholarships and shit like that. But she got her ass kicked out.
the quote-unquote fake Mandarin from Iron Man 3 is better than the supposed real Mandarin. I don't think it's that style of comedy, Henach, from Thor Ragnarok. Because, like, Thor Ragnarok was a good movie. It was fun, funny.
I know where he's coming from, because Thor Ragnarok was kind of like a precursor of MCU making it all the movies like Thor Ragnarok with the quips and stuff like that, because before that, they had like funny quips now and then, but Thor Ragnarok had it constantly. But Guardians of the Galaxy was first before that anyways, but yeah, I mean, like, Thor Ragnarok does feel like a turning point in that. There's no story running.
You just gotta be able to do it right, like Thor Ragnarok did, I felt, you know?
Yeah, I suppose so. But, you know, Kabam did use the success of Thor Ragnarok to effectively kind of change the way they make movies, I think.
Yes.
But, yeah, again, with last, you know, half a decade of Marvel movies, but, like, I can count the good, like, properly good Marvel movies on, like, one hand. Marvel has lost all kind of benefit of the doubt from me. And it's not that I like it, and trust me, it's like, I'd much rather have good fucking Marvel movies. But at the moment, we are in a place where I, by default, assume that something's not worth paying for or going to cinema. And it's not going to be great. Because of what they have done, like, last half decade. Like, I went to watch Deadpool because I heard that people absolutely loved it. But even for Deadpool, I was like, we'll see, you know, because this was first Deadpool that was made under Disney. I was like, let's see how much Disney has gotten their ugly little fingers into the Deadpool.
I haven't watched the third one yet. Is it worth watching?
Yeah, it's fun. I don't think it was like insanely amazing, but it was fun. Alright. Yeah. So, some of the gags were like going on for too long for me and stuff like that, and there were things that I wasn't the biggest fan of. But overall, it was like the best movie they have made in like 4 years at least. Deadpool's alright, nostalgic, kind of, but it definitely was like a fun time though, and it was, you know, it was more wild than the first two Deadpool movies for sure. You know, with bigger concepts.
Spider-Man 3 is probably my favorite Phase 4 movie.
Yeah, Spider-Man 3 and Guardians of the Galaxy 3 are like, and you know, and the Deadpool. Those are like 3 movies that I'd say are good.
Yeah. Spider-Man 3 really got me with that nostalgia.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man 3 is good for sure. I think you should support Fantastic Four. Why? Again, like, if it comes out and everybody's gonna tell me that, you know, Fantastic Four is like absolutely amazing and stuff like that, and I might, but as it stands by default, I have zero reason to do so. I have zero obligation to do so, and I have zero intention to do so, because again, the default state of Marvel movies right now is shit.
Yes, Thief.
I announced himself in all of Deadpool. Yes, he was. There's a whole debacle with him. Because She-Hulk was originally meant to be in the Deadpool, but I guess somebody didn't want that.
Like, it's kind of like Ryan Reynolds' baby, you know?
Yeah. Speaking of, it turns out Ryan Reynolds and his wife is also like fucking monsters, like evil humans. Have you heard about that lawsuit and shit?
No,
there's like this whole Blake line. It's to do with a different movie, but it basically
Canadians, bro.
But it basically does in fact paint Ryan Reynolds and his wife Blake Lively, she's also like an actress, in like very, very, very horrible light. Like this arrogant control freak, like scheming dickhead. justice for Justin Baldoni. Yeah, they're basically like, it's basically Blake Lively against Justin Baldoni, and they're like suing each other and telling each other is basically ruining their lives and like blackmailing each other and trying to take control of projects and shit like that. But yeah, Blake Lively or Ryan Reynolds does not come out looking nice from it.
Interesting. DJ KT.
Cyber, even if Fantastic Four is good, I'm not giving any money tomorrow. I don't know, I kind of disagree with it. You know, because I do think if we do want things to change, like if they make a good movie, I have zero objection about that movie getting financially rewarded and that being like, you know, show a success. Because, you know, if they make a bad movie, don't reward it. If they make a good one, do, and then hope that positive reinforcement is exactly what they need to actually, you know, make good movies again. That's kind of the way I look at it. I know that, you know, Disney is fucking awful in general, but what you can do. I'm much more in the camp of, yeah, movie is good, go watch it, support it. It's not just Disney as well, it's like people who work on it and, you know, the actors and everything else. Most importantly, you do need to have some sort of, you know, objective measure of success for good stuff. Alright, so 7.5 million here. That's fine for now. Let's go for this one. Lost money since people didn't go to watch it, and the movie was great. Possibly, but again, it's not the type of movie that particularly interests me. Like, you say that the movie was great, but again, you look at it the wrong way, because okay, the movie might be good. Personally, from what I know, it does have a lot of flaws that, you know, I would find an issue with. But assuming the movie is good. However, the movie is still about, like, nobody characters that are not built up, that most people don't particularly care for. And Marvel has not made me care. And there we go.
I'm mainly watching for John Walker. I just like that character.
John Walker did nothing wrong.
Facts.
But
I hated the Falcon and the Winter Soldier so much.
Oh yeah,
those guys were the main characters were such dicks for no reason. Like,
yep. Like Falcon and the Winter Soldier was also
like what you were saying. Like these are the heroes.
Yeah, and as well, it's like it's kind of like John Walker killed a literal terrorist that had just killed his best friend, right? Yes. Like, what's so fucking wrong with that?
He didn't kill the terrorist that killed his best friend. He just killed another terrorist who was involved.
Well, yeah, well,
in the same room.
Yeah, but you know, still, he killed a terrorist after his best friend just got killed, and it's like, and then you know, watch the opening of Winter Soldier where Cap jumps on that ship. He's like breaking spines, kicking people in the fucking sea, you know, just casually tearing through like a whole group of, you know, again, terrorists.
Captain America is not violent, bro.
And
but that was out of the public eye.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's true. But it's not like what they did always was out of the public eye. Like, how many people, you know, for instance, die or got killed in, like, the Civil War, for instance, at the beginning mission of the Avengers? I have 5 rank 5, my opponent is 12 to 15 and all new. That's Balgrons.
Well, he's right. That senator does need to do better.
You need to do better. Yeah, I have that clip somewhere. One second.
You need to do better.
You've got to do better.
Kabam.
That really encapsulates a lot of BLM bullshit.
Yeah.
Do better.
Pretty much.
Any
Especially because, first of all, he said that effectively in the defense of fucking terrorists. I mean, it's kind of similar right now with all the like protests supporting Hamas and shit. So it's, you know, it was ahead of its time, I suppose. And
no, Paul, they will not. They've said they will not.
what was always like, you need to do better, Senator. But again, the entire story there was that effectively people were blipped, right? And then all of a sudden there were like tons of free apartments and tons of free buildings. And you know what that entire fight in the Captain America Winter Soldier was? Sorry, Captain America and Falcon. Well, whatever Falcon and Winter Soldier thing it was. Effectively, after the blip and the people that got blipped back wanted their shit back. Like they wanted their homes back and crap like that. But they were given to like other people within those 5 years. And that is like what caused those flag smashers to do what they did. Is basically, it's like when those people were dead, we got their shit. Now they're back, but we don't want to give their shit back. That was, and it's like, so the entire thing that flag smashers were effectively arguing is we should get all that free shit for free. You know, government should give us that. That was, you know, the point of the flag smashers in those series.
Yeah, I paid so little attention to the flag smashers that I didn't even understand.
Yeah, so the entire point of the, you know, relocation things and like why the people were living in those communities is effectively that those were displaced people after the blip because they had to like move out and give back the stuff that, you know, they got.
So they were the ones who were not snapped. Right?
Yeah, they were the ones who were not snapped and let's say, you know, got stuff.
Right.
You know, for government, because, you know, let's say in New York, if every other, you know, building's empty all of a sudden, you know, you can just give the free apartments away to people to live in, you know, to make life easier for them. Hard time on Earth, and, you know, world is shaking you at least. And that effectively was type of the thing that caused it. Because they got, like, free housing from the government in the place where people had blipped out and stuff. And then, well, once people returned, they had to give it back, so... And they didn't want to do it. And flag smashers were like, no, we want to keep all that shit. That's not fair. Right. So, and again, it's just stupid argument. Because like from the point of view that people got blipped. Okay, so this was my mom's home. I'm just chilling on a Sunday. I get blipped. I got blipped right back, and there's like a fucking Johnny living there. Get the fuck out. It's my home, you know? But I mean, it's always interesting to see how Marvel writers think.
It could be an interesting story.
It could be an interesting story, but again, you need to kind of like approach it properly, not just like you need to do better, Senator, and we don't want to give our shit back. And it's like, don't call them terrorists when they're literally textbook definitional terrorists. Like. What's up, Mando?
Hello, Mando.
Silk, shit execution are potentially good. Yeah, and a lot of things in MCU are like that right now. Where, you know, a lot of the ideas that they have are potentially good. Like even the Scarlet Witch, you know, what grief can do to a woman and stuff. It's just the way they went about it is retarded and misguided. And Marvel has wasted so many characters. So that's what I'm saying. Like any character that I do like, I hope I don't get to see them on the big screen for now. Like until like, you know, they get their shit together. that quote from Monica? They'll never know. That is one of the most disgusting things that has ever been uttered in MCU.
Shut up and take my money.
Mando coming in.
Mando $150. Wedding gift from Mando and Mrs. Love you lots, brother.
Well, thank you, Mando. That kind of came out of nowhere. I appreciate that, my man. Thank you very much. Thank you. Mando the big money bags. Thanks, buddy.
Wow.
It's my fiance's birthday on Wednesday as well, by the way. But whilst you're dishing out the money. You park? Okay, so I'll show you my BG stuff. I don't know if I'll play. Maybe I'll play tomorrow still. We'll see. But right now, I also desperately need units because I still haven't gotten the last offer. But yeah, thank you again very much, my man. Oh yeah, the whole multiverse of madness is just, again, very stupid. Filled with very stupid and evil people. That was the entire thing that I took away from Multiverse of Madness. Tons of people there were very stupid and very evil and, you know, misguided, including fucking Avengers for like not going after the Scarlet Witch. And yeah, they wasted Christian Bale and they wasted so many good actors, and they have kind of gotten rid of so many good actors.
It's such an L. The gore.
Yeah. Hello everyone, indeed. I saw you wailed out on the J4 offers as well, Mando, didn't you?
Ooh.
No sense. Well,
Did you get a torch, Mando?
so, Battlegrounds.
Maybe.
I saw the screenshots in LAN chat. So, Battlegrounds. I am currently in spot number 11 in C5. Did you get the torch?
Sounds like E3 push to main.
Okay, so I am currently spot number 11.
Did Bureau ever
no,
make
you're
it?
good.
I don't think he did. I was very surprised.
Did better make about me? No,
They
he
were.
made a post today about a different dude silk locking him. So like,
Oh.
he made a post today about getting silk locked by I am or something like that. 573. According to Truth Comics predictions, it is not safe. 1 second, I'll pull them up for you. What Truth Comic predicts. So he's always like following these things and, you know, going up for like marginal increases and stuff like that. As you can see here. He effectively figures out extrapolated cutoffs, blah 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 blah. And for C5 he expects the biggest number I find here is like 587 basically. So at this point, for now, I think I am hoping I'm okay, man, because I can't play on Wednesday because that's my fiance's birthday, and will Torch be useful in knocking me metas? Some of them for sure. Finally got Serpent, nice, congratulations. I'm sure you're gonna get the dust soon. Then rank 4, so I can do 4 more. You will. And Banway? Where's Banway? But we had a Banway today? Did we? I didn't actually hear about that. Well, either way, I'm currently at 613 points. Celestial 5, 11th spot. I'll see if I play again or not, but I think I might be done for the season. Because I hope it should hold. And even if it doesn't, I will not be able to play on D5 card drop today. Oh, then it might be enough. Then it might be. I'm hoping 613 is enough, basically. This meta wasn't that awful. It was just odd. You know, it was weird having a random chorus running around and posts are either completely true and reasonable or just blatantly stupid. No, it must be. Hey, swing and a miss. 300 plus guaranteed survive. See, then I'm not going to. Then I'm not going to play. So I can do friendlies tomorrow then. Better C1 again? Yeah, I think so. Yesterday, I stole 26 points of Barrow, man. He was definitely not happy about me. Because I did it with a silk lock.
Yeah. It's Kabam's fault.
Of course.
And Biro even said that in the post on the other guy. He was more pissed off at Kabam anyway.
And again, like, I spoke with Barrow in my Alliance chat, and I told him, like, flat out, it's like, I hate silk locking. I took silk out of my deck, and as soon as I did, within, like, 2 streams, I got silk locked 8 times, and I was like, fuck that, silk's going back in. Yeah. And even now, like, if I have a choice, I don't draft silk, or, like, if it's kind of, like, going up against Serpent, kind of like, I have a counter, he has a counter, I'll use, like, a Tiger or something else, even if I, you know, if I would have an easier time silk, but it's just one of those, man, like, where it feels shit to use silk. It absolutely does. It feels 10 times worse to lose, you know, points when you're trying to push for C5 to silk lock. Actually don't have this guy as 7-star. Towards by BGs. Oh yeah, Alliance. The Eldest Marks at the moment are irrelevant in the game. He has skill. Luckily, you need that, not only money spent.
That's true.
With Betterman? Oh, but yeah, Betterman's incredibly skilled. I don't think anybody, like, in their right mind can deny that. Rank 4 Silk. Is that good? Yeah, I mean, she's very good. But I rank 4 Titania. I did a titty. That Titania rank 4 is low-key really good. Yeah, I think so too. Because again, she does take quite few of the new defenders. Very, very well. She looks better than Titania.
I mean, currently.
I mean, with Silk Lock? Yeah. Without Silk Lock, I don't know. Because, like, you know, Titania is very good for Zola. And faster than Silk. Actually, no. Like, ironically, despite the choice that I made in MCOC, I actually like small girls. Like, yeah. Like, Diana is tiny compared to me, and so was my ex, and yeah, basically, I like little girls. Oh, well, sorry, I'll rephrase that. I like petite girls.
Clipped.
Like, that came out wrong. Like, you know, short, slender, small in stature, not in age.
Yeah.
Absolutely do not like fat ladies, though. I'll tell you that, and that's not fat phobic. I'm not afraid of them. Because like, yeah, oh, that's fat phobic. Because like, I'm not afraid of them. I'm just not attracted to them.
We know, bro. Anybody who was in the drunk stream.
I have 2 Nexus Titans because I popped a lot of 7 basically. But I'm not. I'm just, you know, gonna carry on saving for the next pull now. Ladies in jail, we got him. Oh, come on, man. Arena, sorry for you. Well, what can I do? Have 8 Titans and 3 next Titans save myself? Yeah, I just have 2 next Titans save now.
Mando, you absolute whale.
Amanda is Megalodon. Oh shit. Oh, if fat activists consider obese a slur, they can fuck right off. Obese is like, you know, medically, recognized, condition. It's a state of being. That's a fucking slur. But I mean, like, again, it's like people are fucking mental these days. You know, a while back I saw like some bitch talking about how air conditioning is racist because, you know, ladies prefer overall higher temperature in the room than men do, and, you know, air conditioning in the buildings typically set more to male preference, some shit like that. Therefore, like, air conditioning is fucking sick. I'm thinking, it's like, bitch, it's like, the fuck is wrong with you? And you know, these fat people are out of control as well, man. It's like, eat a fucking salad, chill the fuck out, and, you know, that's it. It's like, be fat if you want to be fat. It's like, you can't force me to be like, oh yeah, go you, you're perfectly healthy and beautiful. No, you're probably gonna die in like 15 years from like a heart attack. And that's a fact. It's like, how many people have you seen that are fat and reach 100 years? Like, out of people who have reached 100 years of age, how many of them have been fat? Obese, some would even say.
I don't know.
But I haven't seen one. And slightly overweight, sure. But, you know, not like, you know, need fucking 2 chairs in a fucking McDonald's type fat.
Pie Guy yesterday was complaining about not being able to say the D word, but he never said it.
Oh.
It sounds like a...
Whether they're fat and it's medical, it's different, but it's still not good. You still can't force me to be, like, attracted to that. It's still not good for them that they are fat. They might be fat because of a medical condition, but fat is fat. Same way short is short and tall is tall. Like, if you like tall women, nobody in the world has any right to tell you is like, that's fucking, you know, I don't know, lengthist. You're a disgusting human being. Good, fuck that short bitch. Like, no, you like what you like. And, like, what's good, that's good, and what's bad, it's bad. And being fat for a human being is not a good thing. Do you think DPX worth the generic awakening? Only if you can get him, and we'll get him to Sugeti. But yeah, I don't know, we'll see soon enough. Because if it's just for Nick Fury, I would say no. But now that he's one of the best DLN encounters, maybe.
An air conditioner in every room is why? Your electricity.
If a person's fat and it's medical conditions, like, you know, fair enough to them. You know, it's nothing to be made fun of. But if they are fat because of medical condition, they are still fat. You know, it doesn't make them more attractive in my eyes. First of all, absolutely. And it shouldn't, because attractiveness is, you know, based on the looks. And they don't like fat women, but what if your future wife gets some kilos or something in the future? Do you care bad because of that? Well, it's first of all, one of the reasons she is my future wife is because she does like take care of it. If she would gain some kilos, that still would make her fat, because at the moment she's, you know, very slender. If she did that, obviously I wouldn't, but it also goes with, what's the best way to put it? If she was fat right now, if I would see her, I wouldn't have met her. Because that's not what attracted her. And, like, we have to meet somehow. We have to build a relationship somehow. And if after 15, 20 years we have built life together, you know, we love each other for who we are, and, you know, we have all this time and commitment given to each other, obviously not. But if she was fat right now, I would not be together with her. Not because I think she would be any worse as a human being, it's because I would have never initially gotten attracted to her, and I would have started talking to her, and I would have started chasing after her and pursuing her. It's very simple. I don't understand why people like to, you know, enter this. People change over the years. Yeah, people can get also fit over the years. People also take care of them, and, you know, And many people, like, yeah, they age, but, you know, they're still taking care of themselves. And, again, anything can happen in life. But at you know, this point, unless she makes, like, a deliberate effort to get, you know, as fast as possible and stuff like that. But one of the reasons, again, why I'm with her is because I know the way she is and how she goes about things, and that she cares about the way she looks. And again, if she was fat at the time we met, we would not be together.
That's an interesting play.
What is an interesting play?
Investing in a fat girl.
Oh, interesting.
You date a fat girl, and then you
Oh yeah,
teach
yeah,
her
yeah.
to take care of herself.
That's like, that's some long-term play right there.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, of course she
Hey, man,
changes,
it's like,
and, like, you know,
whatever you
I
want.
don't know, 10-15 years down the line, we're still, like, married, and for one reason or another, it's, you know, stress, work, health, or whatever, she gains some weight, and, you know, I'm not gonna leave her because of it. If it's, like, for, like, a good reason, but if all of a sudden she, like, stops caring for herself and becomes, like, a slob and doesn't, you know, look after herself and stuff like that, and doesn't do anything and changes completely, because weight issues often come with change to who they are as human being. You know, and if she completely, like, abandons also, but first of all, you know, I would like to think we are gonna try and work through these issues and stuff like that. But again, discounting the people who are obese due to significant medical issues. Being obese also speaks volumes about your habits, your character, the way you approach life, and the way you approach yourself. And I hate, you know, when people use the medical condition excuse for obese people, in the same way that it's like a vast minority of the cases. Like 90+% of the fat people are not fat because they have, like, a serious medical issue. They're fat because of their habits, effectively. Do you have McDonald's nearby? Nope. We don't have a McDonald's in our town. We do have, like, you know, couple of fast food places, but we do not have McDonald's in our town. If we want to go to McDonald's, we need to drive for like 40 minutes.
Do you have a Domino's nearby you?
No. We have Hesburger. We have Hesburger, which is kind of like a, you know, Nordic European version of McDonald's. And then we have, you know, some sushi places, some pizza places. And, you know, some other restaurants and stuff. But McDonald's as such is 40-minute drive away. And then, like, KFC and stuff like that is like an hour drive away.
Damn it. I thought there was 2 Paul Williams, but no, it's just different accounts.
But there you go. Anything else somebody else would like to try some sort of fault with a perfectly reasonable belief that I hold?
Yeah, McDonald's is kind of shit. Their quality has gone way down. But that's.
What's your favorite go to take? I don't have any.
least
I don't eat a lot of takeaways. I hardly eat any takeaways. I eat a takeaway like once in 2 months, type thing.
You think about trans women?
What do you think about trans women? You mean dudes? What do you think, dudes in dresses? Does that answer your question? That's another thing that really irritates me. Like, in modern day, people are so good at using language to mask reality. I hate that. I hate it. It's like everything's like reproductive care. It's like fucking killing babies. Like, that's a like, you make it sound like so innocent and so nice and so pleasant. It's like, no, it's fucking killing babies. And again, I'm not even 100% against abortion. I do happen to believe that it is not a good thing. It shouldn't be popularized. It should not be celebrated, but it should also not be, you know, completely illegal or outruled. Because again, and I do think that makes me, you know, partially immoral, but I do think that if you're absolutely incapable of being, effectively, if you are ruining 2 lives by having a baby, like let's say you're like a super young mother, and you're absolutely incapable of taking care of it, and you basically know that the kid is going to have a very shitty existence, and your own life is going to be significantly worse for it. And effectively what I'm trying to say is I still think it's bad. It's not a good thing in any means. I do not think like abortion should be completely illegal. And I know that's not like the Christian or, quote unquote, the whatever view, but I'm definitely not against like abortions being outruled completely. But definitely, again, absolutely I am against abortions being like celebrated and shit like that. And most importantly is I am 100% against calling it reproductive care. No, it's fucking killing babies. It's what it is.
Yeah.
And again, it's about so many things, like equity. Equity is like another good. Equity is I did a racism. That's what equity is. Because equity is racist. It's just being racist against different groups of people. It's still fucking racist as fuck. But again, in today's day and age, we're so good at using language.
Equality?
No, equity. Equality. Okay, so equity is effectively equality of outcome. True equality, what you would understand as equality, is equality of opportunity. Do you understand the difference?
Yeah, sure.
So,
anyway.
So yeah, equity is just fucking racism. That's what it is. Like that's one and the same thing. And again, we are so good at masking bad, evil things with innocent language today. Anyways, let's get back to some MCOC things. How many idont points am I at now?
I don't know.
Hold on for you. Yeah, Deadpool X. Like I added Deadpool X to my deck because of Yelena's. Because everybody now seemingly has rank 4 Yelena. Okoye does okay against Yelena too. Yeah, but you need Deadpool X versus like Sig 80 for Nick fights. I think it has to be around Sig 80. But yeah, Deadpool X might become quite relevant. I had to quit the game.
How long until the...
Is it worth saving 250k radiance to get Deathless Thanos? Yes! It is worth saving 250k radiance to get Deathless Thanos. Deathless Thanos is like one of the 4 best champions in the game.
Yeah. How long until the next Titan?
It's like 70 days.
Oh.
We just had a Titan change.
I know, I'm that's what I'm saying.
So it's like basically 1 in 3 months.
All those Gulag words were so short-lived.
Yeah, I know, right? We're gonna need new ones.
Yeah.
Sentinel is Gulag word right now. Okay. I proclaim Sentinel to be a word of the Gulag. General works for Yelena. Yeah. Oh, okay, Pie Guy goes to Gulag. You know exactly what you're doing.
So we have 2 Gulag words noted. Yes. Well, there's 3. There's this.
Because at low Sig, Deadpool X will not fully stop Nick Fury from regioning in the last phase. You need that Sig 60 or Sig 80 to stop Nick Fury second life. Well, Sentinel is quite good in other metas too. It's obviously not as fast offensively. Again, in different metas, he's also significantly better defensively. So, Still, Sentinel is a very good champion, though. There have been several metas where Sentinel is good. What about gender being considered a social construct? Oh, you just want to, like, fucking speedrun through all the controversial things. Okay, what I think, gender being a social construct is like, what do I think about that? I think those people are mentally ill and brainwashed. Obviously, gender is not a fucking social construct. And I know somebody's going, oh, gender is not the same as sex. Yeah, they effectively are, dude. Like, they're like fucking synonyms. Gender and sex for the entire history of humanity has meant effectively the same thing. And now there's like this big thing trying to differentiate them. When, you know, those people are, in my opinion, just trying to play in fucking semantics. Gender is not a fucking social construct. It is heavily intertwined and linked with sex, which there are two of, which you cannot change just by putting on a dress and cutting off your dick. So, there you go.
Man, woman, and 50 ways of being gay. Facts.
I think I decided to go on these. All on these offers, miss Cyber Weekend because there's no way in hell I'm grinding enough units for that and reach. Well, fair enough. I mean, a lot of people are skipping these sales as well, evidently. But go on all these. Miss Cyber Weekend. Well, you do you, Paul. So, sick beatbox? What is a sick beatbox? Oh, and the wildest thing somehow to me is like everything I was taught as a kid and school, as a matter of fact, that humanity has believed for like, you know, a millennia at this point, somehow is considered a controversial opinion now. That is so fucking wild if you think about it. You know.
Which opinion is that?
It's like, you know, for instance, there are two genders and, you know, you're either born a male or a female. Now there's this whole gender is a spectrum, and this morning I woke up as like a penguin, and yesterday I woke up as a fucking elephant, and I identify as a wild wolf, and like, fuck, these people are fucking mentally ill. Like, the way I look at it genuinely is this is what happens when you stop putting people in like mental hospitals and shit, and, you know, actually treating them, but start affirming them.
Yeah.
And then it's like, whatever. This is giving me a headache more often than not. It is just exhausting. It's kind of like real litigating issue of 2 + 2 being 2 every other day. It's like, here we go again. Some people are born this way. Which way? And to be clear, I'm not talking about, you know, sexual attractions. Body dysmorphia. Again, I do believe that body dysmorphia is a thing. It doesn't make you what you believe. Like, some people that are, you know, ill think they're like a Napoleon or something. I believe that they think they are that thing. I don't believe that they are that thing. It's like, I believe that, you know, there are people who think they are different gender or feel like they are different gender, but they're not.
Mammoth in the summer? Coffee, that sounds miserable.
Like, the body dysmorphia is a genuine thing, but what body dysmorphia is that you perceive yourself to be of different gender. It doesn't make it true or fact. Many people believe many different things. It is by no means our job to affirm them to make them feel better. Neither should we, if the cost is facts and reality. It's simple as that. Like, you might believe that you are a dog. I am not going to treat you like a dog, and I am by no means obligated to affirm you in your belief that you are a dog. I think that sounds, you know, fairly simple.
It's not, bro.
Because, you know, you're not. Why is that saying good luck? Because you're a pie guy.
We just don't like you specifically.
How many units have we earned in this stream? Because I can't wait to finish, like, because I need to grind a lot of units, more than I normally grind in a week. So I need to be hitting, like, all the milestones. I actually need to start grinding the 4-star arena, I guess.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, I know. I think I need to put up all the units in the 4-star arena. Like, will this be the time I actually get all the milestones in 4-star arena? And that's how much I have moved today. And then to install the sloth. Very good, Paul. Very good. And again, I want to make something clear. I do not say, like, it in a malicious way. Like, if you're gay, you're gay. Like, I have no issue with you. If you're, like, lesbian, you're lesbian. Or whoever you are, whatever you are, you know, wish you all the best in life. It doesn't mean that I have to believe, support, or agree with all the things that you are or think. And, you know, I have no interest in, you know, somehow actively make your life worse. But I also have zero interest in, you know, going along for the ride to make you feel better for the choices that, you know, you're making and stuff like that. Just to make that clear. It's like, you do you, you be happy, you know, you believe what you believe. And that's it.
Love.
Hmm?
That's nasty. Paul was talking about how he's a sloth, right? And they asked the sloths from Zootopia, but no, he said Sid the Sloth.
Oh.
You know who Sid the Sloth is?
Yeah. Ice Age. Dude, how can I not know Sid? He's a fucking legend. Like the goat of the big screen.
That's a way to describe him. Ice Age was kind of good.
Oh yeah. Especially when they came out.
What?
What?
Oh, when they came out.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, with the
No, I didn't mean came out like that. I like Latin music. A lot of, like, I don't know how to describe it, but I also like Papa Roach and stuff like that and like punk rock. Yeah.
I've been listening to that.
Back when Ice Age came out, life was so much simpler.
2000s rock. Like the past few days.
Hmm?
Pretty good. I've been listening to some like 2000s rock, early 2000s rock the past few days.
Yes.
Pretty good.
Zootopia was also a good movie though. But yeah. Did you say punk rock? Yeah, I did say punk rock. I did say like stuff like Papa Roach and things like that. I also like some melancholy music, especially Latvian. And 80s music, nothing particular, no. I'm not like massively into music, by the way. Like in my day-to-day life, I'm much more likely to listen to some videos or podcasts in background than music. I typically listen to music most of the time when I drive.
Rick Astley.
You're a metalhead? Fair enough. I should have been using the... Of course, okay. Need to filter out. Need to filter out here. But da 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 da.
The chapel.
You may not know the final list though, but we will be def. Well, I am sure you guys are gonna see Sith Supreme on the stream at some point though. Sith Supreme is coming to visit like a week before the wedding, a bit over a week, and effectively we're just gonna
Lincoln Park with Michael Bayman.
But yeah, so Sith Supreme you're definitely gonna get to see. So he's coming over with his brother for like a week, and we're just gonna hang out and
Oh, with his brother. Huh?
yeah, and we're just gonna hang out and do some stupid stuff. And he's gonna be over here during my birthday as well. So nobody tells Sith Supreme, and I hope he's not listening.
He doesn't know that?
I actually got us a place for my birthday party as well. We'll have like a jacuzzi and a sauna, and it's gonna
I
be
thought you were
next
saying
to
he
it.
didn't know it was your birthday.
Huh? Oh no,
I thought
he
you were
knows it's
saying
my
he
birthday.
didn't know it was going to be your birthday.
We have no new information about the new relics. I really
This
want to
isn't
go
the
for the
wedding.
wedding now.
That's not the wedding.
Sith Supreme is not gonna be here for the wedding.
That's
But
like the
but there will be sauna available in the wedding as well. You know that.
sounds gay.
Which part of it?
As long as there's some good distance between each other. Probably the jacuzzi.
What's gay about jacuzzi with ladies?
Oh, well, you didn't say anything about ladies.
Well, they're obviously gonna be there as well. It's like you and I might have different definitions of gay. Well, look at that beautiful woman. I'm gonna get into the jacuzzi with her. That's gay. It's probably the hardest phase is the laggiest one, which I think was 4, because you were required to be in that thing all the time. As long as you were able to do the things around the maelstrom or whatever it was called, it was tolerable. When you had to be inside the maelstrom to, you know, do the things, that was the hardest thing for me because it lagged like shit.
You're gay for saying they're gay? Alright.
Actually need to go to the town hall tomorrow as well and change our wedding application. Because we need to change the name of the best man there. Yeah, I mean, happy? Oh yeah. Like, I still give very solid amount to the theory that, you know, life's easier as a gay man, like, in certain places for sure. Like, because gay guys just seem happier, because they don't have to put up with temperamental ladies. You know, imagine coming home to a buddy of yours that you sexually active, and he's like, hey, you want to watch a game? Or, like, you know, chill and play Xbox, and, like, here's a fucking sandwich and a beer, and, you know, there's, like, no bitching.
Yeah, but that's basically, like, 2 straight men. You know what I mean?
I mean, like, I get you, but still, like, you can't deny the fact that gay dudes just look happier overall. If you, like, take a look at the dude that is, you know, married for 20 years to a woman, and take a look at a gay guy that's been in a relationship or married with a gay guy for 10 years. Like, 100% of the gay guys look happier. I don't think you can dispute that.
Yeah, that disposes that. Safe. In the comics,
It's like, I don't
speaking
think
of
I have
gay,
met a
in the
grumpy gay
comics-
guy.
That's true.
Like, I lived
My
in UK for a
great-grandparents,
very
they were
long
gay.
time, and I like,
They're
and
very
I know,
happy.
yeah, exactly. I know a ton of gay guys. I don't think I have met a grumpy gay guy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, it might be on something there.
That's correct. Did you know The Voice was based on a comic? Like, very roughly.
Yeah,
based.
I know.
Basically, just the. In the comics, Homelander and who's Jensen Ackles' character? Soldier Boy.
Yeah.
They have gay sex.
Do they?
And, you know, because Yeah.
Because of
Because
wait, isn't Jason Ackles' character
Soldier
basically
Boy-
well, isn't Soldier Boy like basically Homelander's dad? I mean, in the TV
I don't
series,
think
he
that's
is.
canon in the
Alright, yeah, fine.
he is, but not in the comics.
Alright, fine.
Anyway, Soldier Boy is trying to get into the Seven, and he's and there's a point where like Soldier Boy says to Homelander, "Hey, isn't this like gay?" And Homelander's like, "It's impossible for it to be gay. You're doing it with Homelander." And Soldier Boy just accepts that.
Fair enough. Bro, lesbian marriages are on top of on statistics of domestic abuse and divorces. That makes a lot of sense. Like, you see, that's one of those things that you hear and you instinctively feel like it's true. Like, I have no idea whether it's true or not. I have not watched these statistics, but as soon as you said it, it just makes sense in my head. My brain wants to believe that. I know it can be a dangerous and a bad thing, but in general, like, you know, the fact that lesbian relationships would have, like, you know, incredibly high levels of domestic abuse and divorce rates and stuff like that, that sounds very fucking correct. Because just like I said, I don't remember meeting, like, you know, grumpy and sad gay guys, or like, I'm not aware of having done that. I don't think I have met happy lesbians. You know, it's nothing like in the movies, and you know, in the movies, I mean, in the videos. But in real life, I don't ever remember having met a happy lesbian.
In the videos, yeah, dude. And they never look like they do in the videos either.
Yeah, that's true. They hardly ever look like they do in the videos. They all have like that fucking soldier haircut.
Exactly.
It's like when a woman turns lesbian, she either goes lipstick or lumberjack. Most of them go lumberjack. Ackles will always be remembered as Dean. Absolutely agree. Supernatural is so good. And like Disney seem to make a character Disney can't seem to make a show without gay characters. It's like gay would be one thing. It's like I think gay's fine. You know, I don't think gay kind of like distracts from anything. It's like when they start putting in all the drag queens and transgenders and stuff like that, then it's kind of hard to blend it in. Like, you know, it's like they put in some gay guys here and then it's like, you know, it's fine. You know, I don't think it, you know, distracts you from the main point of anything really much. But
did Miss Marvel have a gay character? Miss Marvel.
I don't know. Like, I barely watched it. I mean, I watched it, but I didn't pay much attention. Anybody remembers from The Boys that scene, like, where the guy who could, like, duplicate himself and they were all, like, licking each other's ass or some shit like that, and then they got a pink eye? That was like in like last season, I think. He was like the guy that was like the simp for that Sparkle character that got into the Seven. You know, the guy who can make like, you know, infinite copies of himself. Like, I thought that was like fucking disgusting but hilarious.
Yeah. Was Soldier Boy bi in the show? I thought he just liked the old lady.
I don't know. Oh, I think they're coming up with a second season of that spin-off series. The, you know, about the students.
Gen V?
Yeah, Gen V. So yeah, there's gonna be that. Second season. First season was like, again, it obviously had all the things, like many of the things, but you know, I thought it was kind of fine.
I heard they replaced Mother's Milk actor.
Did they?
No. That's
No.
a joke about how he's shaped, and he doesn't look like the same person at all.
My ex-girlfriend always had to be the right person in the situation. I'm so glad she's going to be someone else's problem. That's not unlike I feel about my ex. Then he's gonna be a fashion.
What?
Is it? But I don't know. I just saw like a trailer for it.
What do you
Because
think about Dexter? You know Dexter.
You mean Dexter's laboratory or Dexter the serial killer?
The serial.
Because I have opinions on both.
All right. Let's start with laboratory.
Dexter's laboratory is fucking goated, man. DD is a bitch. I always hated DD.
Facts. Facts.
But Dexter's laboratory, fucking legendary.
Why did they draw his mom?
Hmm?
Why did they draw his mom like that?
Like, why wouldn't they? Dexter the serial killer? I thought it was a fine series. It wasn't like my favorite one, but you know, it's alright. Do you mean what do you think of him as a human being? Or you mean in the series?
Did you watch the new season with his son?
No.
It was a few years ago.
No, I didn't. Didn't even know there is a new one. Johnny Bravo?
It's called.
Like, dude, Johnny Bravo is fucking awesome. It actually annoyed me how he never could get a check. Because, like, I was like, for sure this time. I was like, what's the best I'd say? Because I thought, objectively speaking, should have been swimming in pussy.
My mama told me about women like you, and I was hoping she was right.
But I do think Dexter's good. Yeah, I know. I felt so bad for Johnny so often. And another thing that really pissed me off, the dude was buff, but every chick beat his ass. That immediately felt unrealistic to me. You know, he was like 3 times the size of the girls, and he just gets like...
His brain was the issue. That's true. That's true.
Been using Mr. Negative a lot more lately. Must admit he's such a mischamp. Let's video. Yeah, Mr. Negative kind of just disappeared. There was a time when Mr. Negative was really designed champion and was used and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he just got kind of left behind. What's up, Andrasis?
Mr. Negative was well dressed.
Oh yeah. I think the final nail in the coffin for Mr. Negative was the new Kabam's AI, and they changed it when champions just started waiting out your heavy charge. And also the scoring change in battlegrounds, that was like, I think that was the final thing. Because with Mr. Negative, you typically do end up taking like a wee bit of block damage, because you do want parry, ideally. That's the fastest way to build up. And, you know, you just... with health being so much more important, then, you know, it was like it's kind of like a spot thing where if previously with the old scoring battlegrounds, you know, it was worth sacrificing a bit of health for a ton of speed, then that equation is significantly worse now for the types of champions that do have to take chip damage. Bring back living in the color so we can start. Oh no, you got it all wrong. It's like we can still offend people these days freely. The right kind of people most of the time. Like but then again, like I like. But it's a mixture of the fact that I do live in Latvia now and the changing political climate and stuff like that. I do genuinely feel more free to speak my mind than I used to, let's say, 5 years ago or 4 years ago.
Well, obviously. You were living in the UK, bro.
But yeah, in the UK right now, it's fucking awful, man. Did you see the whole Glastonbury shit?
No.
The things that are happening in Glastonbury Music Festival are fucking wild. Like, you know, besides the fact that, you know, there's a crap ton of Hamas flags and, you know, they're chanting death to the IDF and shit like that. There's like this British like mumble rapper, something like that. He was literally kind of like rapping, he's like, oh, you want your country back? Well, shut up, you're gonna have it, you can't have it back, and shit like that. It's like, that's so disgusting. Like, I was in the UK for like over a decade, never in my life I would have even thought like that, let alone thought about like saying something out loud. Like, you know, I lived there for like over a decade and I was grateful to be allowed to live there. You know, never, you know, in that time I had some sort of attitude that, you know, this place is mine or whatever. It was so fucking awful. Tropical Thunder movie? Love that movie. But yeah, man, like, shit happening in Glastonbury is just disgusting. You know, when I was younger, I thought it would be, like, cool to go to, like, music festivals and shit like that, you know, at some point. And now when I see music festival like that, and it's like, those people are deranged and I want nothing to do with them. Like, that's how I look at them. Like, those people are evil and deranged. Like, what they're shouting is evil at the very least. They're either, like, they're brainwashed or immoral. Because it's like Glastonbury, that's like in United Kingdom, the festival, right? What do you mean, you people? I said those people specifically. The people in the crowd of the Glastonbury.
You people.
And yeah, the idea that, you know, you immigrate into a foreign country and then you effectively start behaving like, you know, you own the place, it just seems so wrong to me.
The guy got banned from the USA.
Which guy?
How the fuck did he do that? I don't know. Probably the guy who said, you won't get your country back or whatever.
Oh, that was some sort of, yeah. Really? And the oh, what? Oh, yeah. The one thing that I always remembered, even as a kid, because I just recently, not recently, but a while back, rewatched it. But effectively, when Tropic Thunder came out, my like brothers or somebody showed it to me because like they found it super funny, and I didn't like get all of it. But the one thing that I remember the best of it from the initial viewing was like, you went full retard. Never go full retard.
Never go full retard. I didn't even know that was from that movie.
Yeah, never go full
That's the
retard
one
is from
with-
Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
The generation would be offended by things, and there's something about Mary.
Shut up and take my money.
Ricky $1.99. I agree. Supposed to immigrate and integrate.
Yeah, absolutely. You're not supposed to kind of like take your country and your customs and your whatever with you. Like after like a decade in UK, I had more British and English acquaintances and, you know, people that interact than Latvian ones. And I think that's, you know, how it should be. If you live, you know, in Germany, you know, you should effectively behave like German. It doesn't mean that you have to become German. It doesn't mean that you have to eat everything like that and stuff like that. You obviously always kind of like keep a part of yourself in there, but you can never behave like for instance, if I would like now go to Germany, it's like you need to keep that in mind, that you're not, you know, back home, that you're not in Latvia, that, you know, people don't believe the same things, they don't behave the same things, they don't celebrate the same holiday. Like, you need to show respect to their holidays, for instance. You need to show respect to their customs. And I think respect is just one of the things that's fucking completely gone. Everybody's talking about, you know, I'm entitled to this, or I'm privileged to this, and I'm offended by that, but, you know, it's kind of depressing to talk about things like that. You're not forced to integrate, you are not forced to make friends, just mind your business. I mean, also, yeah, I mean, that is good enough. You're not forced, obviously. You are preferred if you do. Obviously, any country would prefer if you do integrate. And obviously, everybody needs friends, you know, you don't really want to be a recluse. I think that British guy recently says, like, we're becoming an island of strangers. That's not a good thing either. But at the bare minimum, yeah, mind your business and don't make trouble for people. That's like the bare fucking minimum. you're not forced to like integrate, and you're not forced to make friends with everybody. You're preferred if you do. You're encouraged to do so. But again, the bare fucking minimum is mind your goddamn business, and you know, be thankful for the opportunity to be there, and you know, don't make trouble for other people. You should respect the home you're getting accepted. Agree. What's up, Noisy Nerd? Begins to buy the very last thing. What do you think is good overall? Rank or Sinister, C100 or Jean Grey? At this point, I think Jean Grey is like more popular choice. I don't know, Mr. Sinister has kind of cooled off recently. So if I had to make choice right now, I would go with Jean Grey. If she's awakened. Yeah, because I do think awakening is quite helpful. Yeah. If both of them are awakened, I think I'd pick Jean Grey right now. Based on the current climate. As no, for first tag gem. Arky, Guardian, Shuri, Prowler, Unduped, Choker, I know. What's Sig's Prowler? If Prowler's decent, Sig, I'd probably go with Prowler. If not, then Starkey. Thank you. You're welcome. Or maybe just Starkey. Depends how well and how often you use. Jack's dupe definitely helps. Yeah, Jack's dupe is very nice to have. Oh, that reminds me, I just recently duped my Jack, didn't I? Man, I feel like Yellow Jacket was so close to being a good champion, but no. Oh, come on, really? Now tell me that AI doesn't know anything about status effects. He had like 6 power things. He waited out every single one of them. And then he throws level 2. Yeah, no, that's not good enough. Then go Starkey. Then Prowler kind of needs the C200, so if I was you, I'd just take Starkey. Jamesy? James? Did I rant you away, or did your earphones die? Oh, what happened there? Oh, you muted yourself. That's why I stopped hearing the background noise. Still there, but muted. Probably went for a Wii. Should have probably 190, but is he that good? He is very good but at this point for you I'd pick Starkey. Without massive SIG investment. Because the SIGs are very rare and very valuable these days, so. Yeah, I do believe you. Jack's very good. Jack right now is one of the hotter tech champions. Because he does, you know, because he reverse control immunity for like Jean Grey, and he's good for Captain Britain, and obviously you can use him for Onslaught and Dust and a whole bunch of champions. So Jack is very popular right now. You need more skill with Starkey? Prowler also kind of demands skill. At the very least, Prowler demands you getting used to him. James.
Hello.
Welcome back.
I'm there.
How's life treating you?
It's going on.
It's
So, on Wednesday, I went over to my client's house,
Mm-hmm.
but I was just supposed to be house sitting because everybody else was off doing their own thing. But
Okay.
what actually ended up happening was my client actually had to come home, and so I was working 24 hours from Thursday until last night, Sunday night.
So,
And it was not a good time, let me tell you that much.
oh, you were meant to just be like house sitting, and you thought you're gonna be able to like sleep around and stuff like that, but
Yeah,
since they came home, you actually had to like take care of them and shit, and like do things for them.
Yeah.
Ah. Well.
and it's like the worst part was not being able to go home at the end of the day, you know, because like,
Well, at least you do get overtime pay
I'm
or
home
something,
now,
no?
so
Don't you get like nice overtime
yeah.
pay for that?
Yeah.
BG's in mind, who would you rank for first between Sinister, Jean, and Enchantress, all duped? Jean, probably. Right now. I have to pick right now. For this meta, obviously Enchantress, but in general, because Mr. Sinister recently has been kind of nor here nor there. And Jean seems to be the hot. So I think I'd go with Jean. Just because it's nice to have the shiny new things as well sometimes.
me one? Are you talking about me?
Antrasis is talking about you, I believe, yes. Because I take the naps and I don't have to worry about getting that caught or not. Always thanks. You're welcome, Zach. Yeah, the tag jam I got to use. But yeah, if your Starkey is unduped, then I'd pick Starkey.
That's not what happened. That's not what happened, Woo. But I don't really want to go into the details for their privacy.
Anybody remember where Archangel was good in this game? Really good stream today. See you tomorrow. I'll see you later. See you later, alligator.
Archangel is still my profile pick.
Yeah, I mean, like, even if Archangel came out as a 7-star, I'm not super sure how relevant he would be. It's like another champion that's kind of, it's like Fam. I mean, it might be just this meta, but I don't think Fam's been doing that great for people who immediately took him to rank 4.
It's crazy. I never thought Archangel would be irrelevant.
Yeah, I know, right? Archangel is kind of like, you know, holy grail of MCOC. It's like,
yeah,
the symbol of stability and excellence, the symbol of aging perfectly and finely and stuff like that. But then Kabam releases these like crazy defenders, and like none of them can, or hardly any of them can be done with Archangel. Like, because all of them either do insane block damage, or has like crazy power gain, or it's like have the immunities, or just have like non-contact attacks and you can't parry them. And Archangel, you know. Then again, like now, maybe. Because, you know, Archangel could be good against, decent against the I don't know. And, like Jean Grey. But against Spider-Woman is, believe me, I don't know.
No, Slim, I am not.
You are not what? Think of,
Slim asked if I'm a gigolo.
oh. Who do you think would come first from Kabam, Archangel or Quake? Definitely Archangel. Quake. Only way we're gonna get Quake is if they buff her, and by buff I mean completely nerf, and you know, rework her. Spider-Woman is poison immune and bleed immune, I believe, isn't she? Which, you know, still an issue.
Spider-Woman? Maybe.
Yeah, I'm quite sure she's poison immune.
The fact that they're nerfing magic.
Oh wait, Yelena is fucking poison immune as well, isn't she?
Off about that.
I think while I'm playing Smart, I picked up some of the
Is she?
100% Paragon office. Yeah, actually, like I would have. I think that is a good idea. If you are like wailing out, you might actually want to pick up some of the Thronebreaker Odins instead of like Black Panthers or something like that.
All they need to do is remove her infant heavy.
Conchang has prestige calculator. Yes, Conchang does have prestige calculator. Let me show you. See, ta-da! You see, instead of going to the champions, you go to the tools, and then there is a prestige calculator. Still in beta, but it is there. You think about my plan, the rewards for Cyber Holiday?
I mean, Holiday is going to have the next progression level. So, well,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? What is it, rank 4s? Or is
Rank
it rank
5s.
5s?
But that's gonna be the banquet event.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
The Holiday.
I don't know though. Cyber Weekend, I don't feel is gonna be. I mean, obviously, there's gonna be every next sale has more stuff than the previous one. Speaking of spring cleaning and July 4th and Cyber Weekend. So Cyber Weekend obviously will have more than this July 4th. But that is unquestionable. Rank 5s already? I mean, like, what do you mean already? It's like, for last several years, we have gotten one rank a year. So yes, we got rank 3s in 2023 banquet event, and we got rank 4s in 2024 banquet event. We're gonna get rank 5s in 2025 banquet event. I don't understand what's so shocking about it.
I think it might just be because of is it because 6-star rank 3s were the top for an unusually long amount of time?
Maybe. I think one progression level they might have done it slower, but in general, like for the last several years it has been 1 year equals 1 progression level. No more, no less. Where the rank 3s again effectively came with Necropolis and the banquet, and then rank 4s came with the next banquet, and rank 5s are gonna get with the next banquet.
Congratulations.
Goes Yelena, nice, congratulations. Congratulations. Lucy by Patient. Yeah, it is kind of funny that Civil Warrior was like an exclusive 7-star, and he's still not in the basic. I mentioned that today in the video.
That's interesting.
Like, not that I particularly want him to. It's just to best illustrate the point that the BAM has no fucking idea or a plan when or how they add these champions in the basic, Because some of the ones that have been in exclusive events later have been added, like, the Man thing and Punisher 2099 and stuff like that. But then again, a whole bunch of them that were even in the game older, introduced before them, have not been added. And it's like, almost as if Kabam doesn't know what they're doing sometimes.
Almost. That'd be absurd.
I mean, I know it's hard to believe, but... And again, like, I do think occasional paywall champions are fine, like, Weapon X and, Wolverine, Jessica Jones, stuff like that. And for instance, like, this year we could have had Dark Phoenix and, like, I don't know, Banquet Event or whatever, something else. But when it's like Red Guardian, Human Torch, Dark Phoenix, and it's like every new month there seem to be, like every month or every 2 months there's like new paywall champions. Because now if you think about it, in every saga we have an idol that is effectively paywall champion. We have Saga Chase champion, which isn't paywalled unless you want him duped. Then that is paywalled, because only way you can dupe him is if you buy the daily deals. Then we have the Double Track champion, another paywall champion, like Captain Britain's. Like, we have no idea when she's gonna enter the Titan Crystal, and how long you're gonna have to wait to get her 7-star as a free-to-play player. So we have the Track champion, Idol champion, and the Chase champion, 2 of whom are 100% paywalled, 1 of whom is here or there. Then in last 2 calendar months we have had Red Guardian, Human Torch, that are effectively paywall, because it's impossible to expect anybody to grind for like 39k units a month or 36k or something like that. It's just not feasible. So those are paywall champions. Even though technically they can be gotten by units, realistically they can't. And obviously then we have the champions that are part of these events, like Nick Fury, that are not, let's say, 100% paywall. But again, if you do want to have them guaranteed, it's paywall. So it's just wild right now. So I really need to slow the fuck down to that. You end up getting torch.
Definitely.
I do have torch. My torch is currently in duped. I am grinding units to be able to dupe him. Timil actually made today a very good video about the Hiko sales as well. I'll probably feature it in tomorrow's video.
Oh, that's interesting.
How many more? Oh, how many more units I need? Sorry, I'll
need to
show
get
you in a
to, like,
second.
9.
Oop. Oh, come on, really? Being evil now. We're going to bed at some point soon, no?
What time is it for you over there? Like 12:30, no?
2:30.
2:30. Oh.
I've been struggling to sleep normally recently with like the stress for the wedding and everything. Like tonight, tonight even is when my fiance came home from work. I actually was very, very, very good fiance to her, because during the day I had picked up a bottle of wine for her that I knew she wanted to try, and you know, I did all the errands and stuff like that around home. And then just before we got home, I got us some sushi for dinner, and like I said, the table. And so when she got home, we actually, you know, had the sushi. She had some wine. I had a bit of wine. We watched a movie, and she was just so exhausted. She passed out. So I put her to sleep, and well, I'm not sleepy, so I came here to grind a bit of arena. And she's very quietly and peacefully sleeping in the next room, after having had a very nice evening.
That is some fantastic fiance on your part, KT.
I know, right? Sometimes I'm nice. Obviously, it's not like I do that every day or something like that, but you know, sometimes you do want to do some nice things. So sometimes I do. Like, she's very nice to me as well. You know, it's not like just me doing things like. Julia had sushi for a while. Loves sushi. Yeah, she does as well. Like, I mean, I like sushi as well quite a lot, but she loves sushi. She wants to eat them all the time, and we haven't had them for a while, so I figured I'll treat her a little bit. Yeah, I typically like salmon in my sushi as well, most. Carnage and Daredevil is also exclusive paywall champion from the sea. Yeah, it's like nobody fucking cares about Daredevil Hell's Kitchen, but they are exclusive and they are paywalled. You're absolutely right. I would be pissed right now if they had Daredevil Hell's Kitchen rework. I'd be very pissed about that. Imagine all of a sudden Daredevil Hell's Kitchen. It's like, are you bitch?
That's like fucked up. That's like evil.
1 second, let's check how many units are we on right now. 7388. We need all of them, baby. We need all of them, yeah. 74, nice. Okay, come on. Get 75 from this. Well, at least we got 15 units. That's something. Let's get 75 from. Nah, 0 units. Come on, 45. Come on, show me 45. Show me nothing. Okay, 45. Good. 15. That's still something. Nothing. Boo. Nothing. I hate you. Not my real dad.
He's the Batman.
Still need every single 6 stone I can get my hands on. Still need every single tier 6 basic and tier 3 alpha I can get my hands on. Look at that. Number 8 in AQ. That gives me 42k radiance from AQ. Nice. Do. Another 20 units, baby. Look at that. We have 7591. Sweet. Where's the alliance? Glory Star. I need to spend some. So we need 4 of these. Let's go to the. There you go. Now I can claim that, and then we'll again figure out what we need. These stars really need buffing up, man. At this point. That's nice. I'm saving 6-star shots for a featured 6-star opening. Da-da-da. In 1 week, featured 6 stars changing. Does that mean that crystals can reset as well now? One second. So how many units I need? I need, what's it, 9750 to be at 9750, right? I am at 9775. I need 2,200 units still? Yeah. I think I need 2,200 units still. Which is quite tall ask. For like, what, 8 days now? 6 days. I mean, it's not easy.
Get back in arena there, Bob.
Huh?
Get back in arena right now.
Hey, jeez. Chill. One second. Where's the dominant market? I want to double check something. Oh, there we go. I can get the weekly crystal now. Something that sometimes gives you units. Rarely, but still. Ta-da, ta-da. Yeah, sure. Come on. Have you done these EQ quests in auto? I have done, completion, yeah, exploration on the first quest, because last ones, take too much energy and I don't have much energy refills left. I have used just about all my energy refills. 6-star shots. Here, I don't know, IQ potion, I guess. I did not need to take that. What now? Oh no, that was I don't know. That was a word potion. Whatever. But yeah, see on the lower difficulty event quests. Did you buy units for Radiance? No, I have never bought units with Radiance so far. I might do if I feel like I'm not getting it. So basically, I mean, I still can do a little bit there. But see, I have explored this much in Contender, or that much in Proven, and this much in Conqueror, and then I still have a bit of uncollected exploration to do. Which also still has units. But let's get back in there. Let's get another 13 units. Huh?
Facts.
What's facts?
Getting back in the arena, of course.
Yeah.
Never stop.
Yeah. I have a
Classic
feeling
Black
this
Wall.
time around that I might actually go for like all the milestones in the 4-star arena, which I haven't done in like years. Since I lived in UK. I think last time I did all the milestones in the 4-star arena was in UK.
What was the girlfriend on vacation or something? How'd you have time for that?
Oh, it's just we had one of our massive fights and we weren't speaking for like a week.
Oh, okay.
You know, sometimes like we used to fight and then not talk to each other for like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
And even then, I was using like boosts and arena boosts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I have
Well,
never
basically,
grinded out
yeah.
all the milestones in this arena without like arena boosts and stuff. Remember when this guy was like at top of the game? Load 9.2? Load is nice boss? Yeah, if it doesn't log your phone, it's nice boss. I agree, Loden was quite cool in design, and even the Maelstrom idea is not like awful. It's just like, I don't think Mom should have made her that way. If she logs the
I
phone.
remember when you thought Colossus was top of the game.
Oh yeah, man, Colossus for a while was a banger, man.
He always said.
No, it was crazy good. Remember my 4-star Labyrinth of Legends Colossus clear? I'm gonna do that again with Ascended 4-star Colossus. Funsies.
That'll be a funny stream.
Yeah. Because, you know, there might be like a new synergy we're running or something. Like we can like Professor X him and then he's gonna be healing. Oh no, from the poison.
Oh. I think Professor X already existed.
Oh yeah, it might be. I don't know. Don't remember, but
Because if you horsemaned him, Professor X
yeah. So
did exist.
okay, we need Ascend a 4-star, then we need the Juggernaut and Omega Red. Oh no, we need Emma Frost and one of those synergies, and then we need Professor X. Oh yeah, so it's not gonna be anything like new probably. Like for some of these things, you really do wish you had like 10 synergy slots that you can add and just like go ham. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you don't need those champions in the quest, just like, you know, ability to activate those synergies.
Yeah, that'd be
so cool.
that'd just be like funny.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't even need to use them. Just like stick them on the team. And
yeah, Kabam could make
make a
like,
buff
you know,
for
a variant
Colossus.
of Labyrinth where you can have like a 10 people team or something. It would be so cool. Imagine Labyrinth of Legends with no damage cap and like 10 champion team, like where you can synergize up. Just for like shits
no
and giggles.
damage cap for sure, bro.
I mean, damage cap is so shit, man. Like, I hate that they have these damage caps. Like in all the content. Like they made Proxima Midnight and there hasn't been a single piece of content where you can like do shit with Proxima. You know?
All right, good night, Scott.
Huh?
Yeah. I said good night to Scott. He's
Oh, good night, buddy. Yeah, I'm about to lose an arena fight to this stupid guy.
Proxima was a bit like before my time, before I started playing the game. But I
Oh.
remember seeing some older videos, and the big hype was for the long form content like Labyrinth and shit. But then
Yeah, but she was
they
never
put
good for
on
Labyrinth
the
because of the damage
cap
cap.
for the rest.
Yeah, she was
forever.
like
Yeah.
mid. She was like mid in Labyrinth because of damage cap, and no other content you had any reason to ramp up Proxima basically. And and then Necropolis came out, and people were like, "Oh, Proxima for Necropolis could be insane," and Necropolis has like barely any bigger damage cap, and they're like, "Fuck."
Yeah.
There has been a single piece of content where like you can unleash her fully,
Yeah.
and it's so stupid, man. It's like, why make a champion like that?
Yeah. It was.
And like, listen up to this. When Proxima came out, she was the hype champion. Everybody was like, Corvus is trash. Proxima is like fucking goated. Was ECP. And then it turned out that Corvus fucking dominated the game for like 3 years. Some champions in this game has had some wild, life fans and evaluation. Like,
Some, like,
Domino.
actual
Like,
story
nobody
and
gave a
character
shit
arcs
about
and
Domino
stuff.
for so long. Like, there was always this one guy who ranked up Domino for Alliance War defense, and then, there were 9 people who
Fuck
were
that
happy
guy.
that they don't have to.
Yeah.
And now, like, Domino is, like, ranked by everybody. And yeah, there's tons of champions like that. It's like defense started mattering when polygons actually became a thing, Then all of a sudden, everybody wants a Korg. And it's kind of like, while champions like Starkey all of a sudden is like, Starkey is fucking, like, I hated Starkey, man. I didn't like using him. And I still don't. Like, Starkey is never the type of champion I would want to bring in a quest,
Facts. It was extremely upsetting for me that Starkey became relevant. Like, you getting that satisfaction out of it, it was just like, that's a big.
I know, right? But like, he's undeniably one of the best Polygon champions right now. And the reason for that is just because he happens to, like, Zola and a ton of champions like Photon and else. I auto fought all the easy classic back. I actually need to double check that. I think I have done most of. I'm 100% sure I have done the completions. I don't know about lower explorations. But the problem is that I don't have too much energy.
Whoa. You are fainting for those things. You're even doing the classic quests. He's talking about the variants, right?
Yeah, I mean, I have already auto completed all of them completed for sure. I haven't explored all of them, but I don't have that much, spare energy either.
It has been a long time since the last variant too.
Well, yeah, variants are just not a thing anymore.
Yeah.
Not really, anyways. Variants were a time when they gave us like 5-star rank up gems in them and shit. Instead of variants, we're basically getting stuff like Crucible and things like that now. He's immune nullified. This is nullified. Stupid Kamala Khan. I actually forgot that she exists, kind of, in this game.
Yeah, man.
She has always been one of those champions. She was like fucking garbage from the release time. Like, at no point she was like good. Huh?
Even Sweetest stopped playing her.
Yep. Mm. She got the buff as well at some point, didn't she? I'm quite sure that she got like a tune-up.
I think so.
Talk about a waste of design space. Let's get to 1-250 and then be done. I have actually grinded for a while now, but it actually has been like quite quick. Like the stream hasn't dragged, at least for me. It's because I have chatted mad shit, I guess. Anybody remember when having a 4-star Deadpool was a flex? Time ago.
It still kind of is, isn't it?
4-star Deadpool?
I mean, not that.
No.
Yeah. Isn't he still like money exclusive or something?
No, I mean like maybe, but there are like these Deadpool events had those crystals where they give you like only Deadpool. So basically, anybody who has spent anything has got like most of the Deadpool rarities now.
Yeah.
Like, one second, I want to double check something.
I was just thinking about. I remember there was this one event. Could get it through some like fucking Weasley way.
Yeah, even my
True.
son somehow.
While being free to play.
Even my sense of Deadpool somehow is 240.
That it's truly abysmal seeing fucking Apocalypse at rank 1 right next to Deadpool. Poor guy got completely fucked.
I mean, yeah. And Apoc's downfall is massive, man. Neferi or Serpent? I don't think there's much discussion there. Serpent. You do pick Serpent. You awaken Serpent, you love your Serpent, play with your Serpent, you don't be ashamed about playing with your Serpent. Remember, when you have a choice in between Cunt, Nefaria, and the Serpent, you pick the Serpent. Serpent's again top 4 champion in the game. You do want to have him, even though he has like counters and shit like that. You want to have a Serpent. Photo and unduped worth rank 3. No, nah. I wouldn't super rush it. Like, I wouldn't prioritize that rank up. To the top 4 Cosmics, yes. Serpent, Thanos, Photon, and Onslaught overall are the top 4 champions in the game, in my opinion.
Photon still.
Yep. Because, you know, obviously Photon has counters and stuff like that, but Photon's also one of those champions that's always there, always relevant. You know, still, in my opinion, underrated offensively, and you can't go wrong, because Photon's like good for a shit ton of things in Battlegrounds, in Alliance War, and like everywhere in the game. Exactly, Jay. You get it. Do not be afraid from your serpents. I swear, if Daredevil had that 100% projectile evasion and like at least half decent damage, that would be all he needs to be like quite good champion. If he had like good damage, because he can immediately bypass miss. That's kind of an Easter egg, you know, because he's blind, he doesn't have to see, so he can't miss. The idea there. So he has built in, you know, 100% guarantee from the get-go ability to bypass miss. And then, you know, being able to completely avoid all the projectiles. If he had good damage, he would immediately be, at the very least, you know, usable champion.
That's some good utility, especially with all the fucking like insane specials that they have.
Yeah, exactly. And ability to completely bypass miss. You know, that's strong as fuck.
Yeah, he'd be like he'd counter Enchantress, right?
Yeah, he'd be like good for Enchantress, and you know he can parry like Photon if you want to, and you know just whack her and shit.
Yeah.
And you know, because like Lumatrix is playing with that miss as well, so he'd be good counter for that. Nico after level 1 puts untouchable, I believe, so be good for that. Who else is like line and miss from the recent kind of defenders? You know, obviously Guillotine 2099 and some metas annoying defender he would counter that. Avoiding all the projectiles easily would probably make him, you know, half decent counter to Zola, possibly. Yeah, there'd be like a whole bunch of relevant champions that he can counter well. Just with that. Again, being good for Enchantress. Yeah.
But Kabam does not allow simple champions like that.
My Undo Photon is rank. I took my Undo Photon to rank 3 as well, but it was like because I got Photon from like an early access bundle, and then she was unduped until quite recently. But unduped Photon rank 3 on defense is worse than a 6-star Max Sig Ascended one, for instance. So I don't know whether it's worth to do it right now. I mean, ultimately, you still, you know, do want to work towards.
Was Photon the first Gulag champion? I think she was, right?
She might have been, yeah. Juggy was the first one, no? I think Juggy.
It was. I don't think he was the first. I think he was just the one that lasted the longest.
Maybe.
Because he couldn't pull him.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I mean, not getting the Juggernaut for like ages is criminal.
Yeah.
How is that out someone with a Hercules 4-star and duped?
New player, maybe?
It's up Southside.
But then again, I mean, where are you getting 4-star charts these days?
I mean, you're getting 4-stars like from Arena. You know, it's 4-star shards and
Yeah.
Grandmaster shards and shit like that. And you still get like a whole bunch of cow crystals all over the place that has 4-stars in it, and
Yeah, I suppose.
you get premium hero crystal shards from Arena. Not to mention his perfect block. I have said this about the deep for a while now, and now it's UpKT. Right. Thanks, outside. But yeah, Again, that will, yeah, just a little tune-up, decent damage. I think he would be a good champion. Okay, I actually don't need any of these right now. That's quite disturbing.
Whale activities. One.
Did I claim them? Yeah, I did. Still lots of units on the table there. So 7,600 units. Alright. We'll leave it that. We'll leave it 7,600. We're gonna check the battlegrounds. Spot number 10. I climbed one spot. I spot number 11. 140. I think I should be safe for C5, so.
I guess it was that band wave they were talking about, right?
Maybe. Had a up and down stream earlier. See, this was a nice losing streak today. Like 5 or 6 in a row. And then we climbed back. And we finished with a plus 20 from Devil May Cry. Actually, in today's stream I noticed we got 20 from Devil May Cry. I beat next, who beats me more often than not, TJ. Very good player. We managed to beat him. With Isafui, who is very good. Lost to Cannibal. But I beat Itadori and Zack. It was like a very big W stream, man. But this fight was bullshit. As in, like, I bet Zack was so pissed off about this fight.
Oh, he forfeited.
He didn't forfeit.
So yeah, probably. It said forfeited.
Where? Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Maybe, but this fight felt like perfect AI from Serpent. I just like went ham, and he just didn't throw his special 3, so he was at red before I got to my level 3, and I dropped my level 3 and did the whole heavy shindig and started smacking him about, and you know, he got his... it was marvelous. Anyways, it was nice. How many wins till C4? A lot. That's like more than 40 points away. It's already like 660, something like that.
40 points ain't nothing, but we'll get there.
I don't think there's much point in risking it though. But we'll see. $40 to this rate, that with 3-4 wins at the very least. And then still fighting to stay in it and stuff.
Yeah.
Alright, so, anyways.
Alright.
I'll catch you guys tomorrow.
Later's chat.
Bye-bye.
Bye, good to you.